Hello friends, welcome to my channel Grammarian Bhai. And today let's solve when great trees fall from treasure chest of class 10. So here especially I will discuss about the extracts given in your workbook. And if you have not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. So let's begin. So the first extract, so you go through by the extract. First question is state three effects of the fall of great trees in the forest. So the answer will be when the great trees fall in the forest, that takes three effects. So the first one, the rock on distant hills feel the vibration and shake. Second, the lions, the kings of jungle, couch low. Third, the elephants move slowly in search of safety. Second question, why do the rocks on distant hills shudder? What is suggested by shuddering? So the answer will be when the great trees fall in the forest, the rock on distant hills shudder. It suggests that landscape itself trembles with fear on falling of big trees. Number 3, lions are regarded as fearsome predators, still they hunker down in grasses. Why? What does their fear symbolize? So the answer will be lions are regarded as fearsome predators, still they hunker down in the tall grasses because they feel the impact of the falling trees with fear. Their fear symbolizes the death. Next question, number 4. Explain briefly the meaning of the line and even elephants lumber after safety. So the answer will be it means that the elephants, though they are huge animals and slow moving creatures, are frightened of the fall of the trees. They move slowly in search of safety place. Second, which figure of speech is used in the above line? So the answer will be the metaphor figure of speech is used in the above lines of the poem. Number 5, explain the examples, the metaphoric use of trees in the poem. So the answer will be the metaphoric use of trees in the poem convey that the death of great souls. The poet has used the example of the great tree in the forest. She says that when huge trees fall in the forest, the impact is felt far and wide in the woods. Similarly, the death of great individuals shake the world around them. Second extract, and the first question of second extract is what are the small things referred to in this extract? What happens to them when great trees fall? So the answer will be the small things are referred to the small creatures, both living and non-living things in this extract. They have great impact by the fall of the big tree in the forest. They recoil into total silence and are so shaken and shocked by the fear. Second, what are the small things contrasted with in the previous extract of the poem? So the answer will be the small things contrasted with the huge animals such as elephants, lions, and so on. So the speaker says that not only huge animals but also small creatures are impacted by the fall of the big trees in the forest. Next question number 3. What happens to the senses of small things when great trees falls? How can this be compared with those of the human beings? So the answer will be when the great trees fall, the senses of small things overwhelmed by the loss of their loved ones. They feel that they are not really living but only surviving. This can be compared with those of human beings. when the great people die, we feel the intense pain caused as a result of losing someone very close to us. The loss of our loved one is felt widely and it affects world around us. Next one, state two poetic devices used in this extract. Give an example. So the answer will be the two poetic devices used in this extract are anaphora and second alliterations. Example will be when great trees fall in the forest. Number 5, explain briefly how do the fall of great trees impact both big and small trees. So the answer will be fall of great trees have the impact on both big and small things. Both large and small creatures are startled. The small creatures even curl up in fear. Impact on the large rocks on the top of the far-away hills, as well as on lions and elephants, reflect how powerful is the impact of such loss. It makes even the strongest, sturdiest, and most fearsome elements of the natural world cover in shock. Next extract number 3, and the first question of extract 3 is what is the effect of the death of great souls in the air around us? What does it suggest? So the answer will be the effect of the death of great soul on the air around us is that when great people die, it leaves a vacuum in the lives of the bereaved. Means it appears as if all the air has been sucked out of a room and it becomes hard to breathe. Next question, second one. Which figure of speech is used in the lines given below? What does it suggest? So here, apostrophe figure of speech is used in this line. It suggests that the repetition of the same word or words at the end of successive phrases, clauses, or sentences. Number 3, what do our eyes see with heartful clarity? Why? So the answer will be our eyes see with heartful clarity at the loss of our loved ones. Most of the time, after the death of a loved one, the bereaved seem to see nothing at all. And when they do see, it becomes too painfully clear to them that the world has changed forever. Number 4, next number 4, what happened to our memory after the death of a loved one? So the answer will be after the death of a loved one, our memory becomes gnawing. We remember the moments spent with our loved one whom we have lost. We keep on thinking about all things they have said to and the time they have spent with us. Number 5, explain how does this extract portray the feelings of despair and regret felt by the bereaved person after the loss of someone close. So the answer will be after the loss of someone close, the bereaved person feels emptiness by gnawing about the loss of someone. The extract portrays that the feelings of despair and regret of that person who has lost someone dear. This regret may be due to the kind words unsaid or the promised walks never taken. So, having never fulfilled such promises leaves the bereaved person with a gnawing pair of despair and regret. Next extract number 4, and the first question is what happens to our reality when great souls die? So the answer will be when the great soul die, the world appears unrecognizable and turns upside down. The loss of the loved one truly alters a person's reality. Second question, explain how do our souls depend on great souls for their nurture? What's when these great souls depart? So the answer will be our souls depend on great souls for their nurture as they support and nourish us and those around them. When such people leave the world, people those who left behind are robbed of this nourishment that the great souls provided. They feel their souls are suddenly starving and have shrunk to become shriveled. Next, number three, which figure of speech is used in the line given below? Our minds formed and informed. So here, polyptoton figure of speech is used. Next, how do the great souls impact our minds? So the answer will be the impact of the great soul is felt far and wide. People feel intensive pain. Losing someone close eats away the very heart and soul of a bereaved person. Number four, why does the speaker say that we are not so much maddened? So the answer will be the speaker says that we are not so much maddened because the feeling of despair is so strong that it seems unutterable. Number five, explain the connotations associated with the phrase dark, cold caves. So the answer will be the connotations associated with the phrase dark, cold cave is the loneliness and incomprehension that accompanies such a loss. It means that the feeling of our loved one is so strong that we are in great despair and not able to put them into words. Next, extract number five, and the first question is how does peace bloom after a period? So the answer will be with the passage of time, people comfort themselves that the person they lost made the world a better place, and slowly peace blooms. Second question, which spaces is the speaker talking about? How are these spaces filled? So the answer will be the loss of loved ones spaces is the speaker talking about. These spaces are filled with a kind of soothing electric vibration and comforting feeling. Next question, how are our senses restored? What do they whisper to us? So the answer will be when the loved one departs from this world, we live in a fear and despair, but we feel and think beyond it and perceive the world again, and our senses are restored. They whisper to us that though they are dead and gone, yet they are with us and inspire us. Next, number four, which poetic device is used in they existed, they existed? So here, FEU6 poetic device is used in it. By this repetition, it is suggested that death does not change the fact that these people lived and shed their radiance all around them. Their existence will continue to inspire to keep on living and to make a better place in spite of the pain of losing the loved one. Last question. Explain how does this extract signify the role played by great souls? So the answer will be this extract signifies that the most impressive or talented people in a community have a far reaching impact on the world, both in life and death. They reshape the entire culture, just as the falling of a huge tree in a forest can impact the entire landscape in the forest. Similarly, death of a great people have a profound impact not only on their near and dear ones but also on the entire community. And if you think the video is helpful to you, please subscribe the channel and like the video.